In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why you shouldn't move to Arizona. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, click subscribe, and leave us a comment. That truly helps our channel grow. Okay, let's dive right into it. Transportation and traffic. I guess that's 2 reasons, but who's counting? Before you pack your boxes, or I guess unpack your boxes in your new Valley of the Sun abode, you definitely want to do your homework on where you need to be and how long it's going to take you to get to these places. True, the highways, byways, freeways, side streets, etc. are neat and clean, pothole free. That's a perk, but they're not available everywhere, and time is money, as the saying goes. And if you're relying on public transportation, many places throughout the Valley of the Sun do not currently offer them. So you want to make sure, again, that you plan your routes. Yes, things change and transportation becomes more readily available. And because of the weather being so nice here most of the year, walking or bicycle, etc. aren't out of the realm of reality, but you definitely want to plan before you make any moves on how you're going to get to and from your most popular destinations. Number 2, prices of homes. Now there's a subject I know a little something about. On that note, if you have any questions when it comes to Valley of the Sun real estate, please reach out to me. All of my contact information can be found in the description of every video, and I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Okay, back to prices of homes. If you're coming from a place where the value of properties are through the roof, or you have endless equity, or maybe you hit the lottery, then the price of the home that you're thinking about buying shouldn't be of concern. But if you're like the rest of us, you definitely want to keep an eye on the market and what home prices are going to cost in and or around the time that you're thinking about pulling the proverbial trigger and purchasing one. To be honest with you, and that's what I'm all about, giving you the accurate facts and figures when it comes to Valley of the Sun real estate, prices here are continuing to climb. I don't have a crystal ball or magic wand, but every month we do put out a market update so you can track the numbers, not just prices, but the market in general when it comes to real estate and housing, from inventory to days on market to prices. So sticking with the story of prices when it comes to homes, they have gradually increased, and most real estate does wherever you're coming from. However, good thing about owning property here is that it's continuing to hold its own or increase. Yes, like life at oceans, real estate as well will have ebbs and flows. But why you wouldn't want to move here when it comes to prices of homes is over the last couple of years, prices of homes here have doubled, in some areas tripled or better. So there's a reason why you wouldn't want to move here. However, I can explain why it probably is still a great move for you to own investment property, a second home, maybe your first home if relocating to the Valley of the Sun. Also included in home prices, rentals, as they are currently in short supply and high demand. But this may all be changing, which I go in depth on in another video. I'll link it in the description. Here's a hint, there's a war brewing between HOA rules and Airbnb owners. If you're thinking about buying and or selling, perhaps relocating to Arizona, make sure you get your free guides. They are beautiful. And did I mention they're free? Number 3, no water. Is Phoenix, Arizona running out of water? The thought that Phoenix is actually running out of water is comical, perhaps odd, borderlining wrong. The fact is, Arizona uses almost the same amount of water today as it did 50 years ago, though the state's population is more than 7 times larger. Here's an interesting FYI when it comes to homes or real estate, or perhaps both. Within most of Phoenix metro area, a 100-year water supply must be proven before land can be developed on. That being said, you definitely want to do your best when living in Arizona to regulate the water usage. Perhaps when it comes to outdoor landscaping, you use the proper mist and drip systems set on a timer so you get the most out of the water. Not only does that help the environment, it also saves you money, and that's important as well. While we're on the water subject, you definitely want to make sure that you're okay with drinking plenty of fluids, especially water. Keeping hydrated when you live in the desert is kind of important. Number 4, I wonder if you're surprised that it wasn't number one. Leave me a comment, let me know. In any event, I'm not going to pick on all the seasons, believe it or not. We do have 4 of them. There is snow here in Arizona, up north that is, not so much in the valley, thus the name Valley of the Sun. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about the summer heat. Before you move here, you definitely want to come out and take a dry run at the dry heat. Again, it may take you longer if you stick around to acclimate, or you might fall in love with it instantly. But living here, if you're coming from a place that you're not used to this kind of sun or this kind of heat, could be like living on the surface of the sun. True, in the morning and evening during the summer, you can find plenty of activity and things to do, and you probably will be just fine outside. But again, until you get used to that kind of heat during the summer months, especially the day, you definitely want to hide in the air conditioning of your home or office, the mall, wherever has air conditioning is where you want to be. Here's another reason why you don't want to move to Arizona. I wouldn't call it a bonus, I will call it words from the wise. Scorpions. The Arizona bark scorpion, although light brown in color and small in size, they strike fear in most anyone that see them for the first or second or most any time they appear on the scene. Yes, there are ways of removing them, bug control, and moving in a place that they're less likely to be. But if you're afraid of these little evil creatures, you definitely want to think twice before moving to the desert. The number one reason why you don't want to move to Arizona? Border security. In 2023, a reported 2.5 million migrants crossed at the U.S.-Mexico border. That's scary and alarming. I don't want to get political. I just want to give you the facts on what's actually happening. Do I think it's reason for concern? I absolutely do not. I'm sure sooner or later, the good old USA, red, white, and blue, will dial it in and get it figured out. But now, it could absolutely be a reason why you don't want to move to the 48th state. As an end note, I'm sure there's more than 5 reasons why one wouldn't want to call the 48th state home, but many people do, and we absolutely love it. The fact of the matter is, there's pros and cons of living most anywhere in the world. You have to do your research. Reach out to the people that have the facts and figures. Ask the right questions. That way, when you make the move, you know that you're doing it with as much data as possible. And that's the main reason I make these videos, to help you make the best of your life. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you're going to love this video. I'll see you over there. Take care, and God bless America.